Hello everyone, AJ from AJ TV. So, today I was deep cleaning both my PCs and I was like, today this will be a great opportunity to teach people how to build a computer. So, this video is for you, for beginners that just now bought their PC components, their case, their everything they need, and you just don't know how to put it together. So this video is to teach you how to build a PC started from scratch. Let's roll. So I bought two different types of cases. A case for small components and a case for big components. Now, I will also say this, size matters. Now, if you have a big components and stuff, and you put it in a small case like this white one, it restricts airflow. It's all crammed, stuff will overheat more, and all of that. But if you have small components, you can fit it perfectly in the smaller case. But that's why you need a bigger case. The bigger it is, the more room, the less crowded, and all that fun stuff. So keep that in mind. Now, and also keep this in mind. The more fans, the better the airflow. But you also need a power supply that can run these things. So let's get into it. Now, as you can see here, I have 8 different types of fans. I have 2 motherboards, 2 graphics cards, and 2 power supplies. I have 2 completely different types of computers sitting here. Bigger versus smaller. I'm going to show you what they do. And size of the components matter in some cases. Like graphics card. The bigger the graphics card is, the better it is. Motherboard is kind of iffy. Power supply, they're all the same size, and CPU fans are different sizes. Now, what I have in my hand here are 2 different types of motherboards. This is the big one, this is the small one. Now, this motherboard can run 2 graphics cards and 4 RAM sticks, and it has its own Wi-Fi card, and it has a battery chip and a secondary CPU. This other motherboard, the smaller version, can only run 1 graphics card. It does not have a Wi-Fi card, but it does have a Ethernet, the older styles, and it has a smaller CPU fan on it. It can only run 2 RAM sticks and 1 graphics card, and also has a battery slot, but only 1 CPU. What I have here is 2 different graphics cards. This is a XFX, smaller version of a graphics card. It's HDMI. It runs HDMI and DP. It's still a good graphics card, but it's not really meant for the gaming. Over here is a bigger version with Asus. I don't know what the name is. Asus, if you can see that. This is meant for gaming. This is a GeForce RTX 2060. I'll be getting a 4090 soon. But like I was saying before, size matters. The smaller version is not meant for gaming, but the bigger version is meant for gaming. What I have here is 2 power supplies. Like I said, they're exactly the same. This is a older power supply. This is a newer power supply. This is a smart power supply. And the difference between this one and the smart one sends 700 watts. This one sends, let me see, 500. Now they're both 80 plus, but the smart, it can tell how much power this component needs and send it to that, while sending it less power or more power to another component at the same time. Now, keep in mind, the smart power supply can run 2 graphics cards. So if you have a motherboard, 2 graphic card ports, and you have the power supply that can run 2, then you can combine those 2 and have more graphics. And we will get back into that later. I did some more research, and I've watched a bunch of videos, a bunch of research to make sure I'm not lying. So, moving on. So these are 2 different types of RAM sticks. This is a smaller RAM stick, and these are the bigger RAM sticks. RAM sticks are the same size of length. Now the width and the fatness are different. This is a, what is this? I don't know. But these are G Skulls. These are one of the best ones today. Both has 16 gigabytes of RAM and storage. This has 8 gigabytes. Honestly, 8 is good to go if you're using a smaller PC. The bigger the PC is, and also what type of what you're trying to do, matters to these guys. So say you're just there to edit or to do schoolwork or something like that, save money to get this guy. But if you're going for gaming, you need 2 RAM sticks or more for more storage and more memory. RAM stick stands for random access memory. The more memory you have, the more random access you have, the smoother the game will run, and the better it will look. About what the things do, now let's get into building it. So first thing what you want to do is take the case you have bought. This is the first thing you need to do is, well, if it's unboxed, unbox it first and then grab your case. So in this case, I am grabbing the bigger case because the PC I'm going to be building for you guys is the bigger computer. If you guys want to see me build a smaller computer, go check out the next video that will be posted after this one. Now, so what you're going to want to do is first take the back of it off, and then take the screen off, and then take the front off. You don't have to do it in that order. Just take those 3 things off. Get your screwdriver ready, because you only need one size of screwdriver. Where's the screwdriver I use? It's over here. Wait, no, it's not. Oh, it's right here. You just need one size of screwdriver that it's about this big, and it will work for all the screws. Trust me, you're going to need it for the power supply, the motherboard, and the fans. That's it. So let's get into it. I want to show you how to put this together. Let's go. So now that I have the back of it off, we can actually get the wires out and we can actually get into the computer. Now what we're going to want to do first is install the fans. That's the first thing we're going to want to do. Now I got 2 top fans, and then I have another one over there the exact same size for the back. So we're going to go ahead and install these. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to flip the case around to where you don't see the back, to where you can get inside and you can screw in. Now you got to screw the screws down on top of the case. It honestly doesn't matter what you do first. All that matters is I like to do it first because they don't get in my way. So make sure when you have your fans, make sure they are the right size, because if they're not the right size, they won't fit. This is a perfect fit. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the screws that came with the fans. And once you have both your top fans in, go ahead and grab the back fan, which is for the CPU. So make sure that the back fan is facing this way. So it's pushing the air from this side to this side. Because if you don't, it's going to have it all inside and it's not going to circulate. So let's go ahead and install this fan. Okay, so now the back fan is installed. We're going to start working on the front fans. Now in this case, this case right here only holds 2 in the front. So I'm going to install 2. So we'll go ahead and go grab those. And now here's 2 fans. These are really big ones because the big ones are the ones that go in the front. So we'll go ahead and install these big ones. So now if all the fans are installed, now we can actually move on to installing the component. So what you're going to do is go ahead and just lay the computer gently down on its back, so we can get in there and actually install this motherboard. So in this case, I'm installing a bigger one. So there's holes on the motherboard to where the screws. There's all kinds of holes just in case you have what type of case you have. So what you're going to do is go ahead and put it in there gently, very, very, very gently.
Picture in the paper. I didn't even get that when I brought that kitten and gorilla to get it. Ah? Did I tell you, Lois?
Oh, that's beautiful, Peter. She's taking care of that kitten on her own.
Yep, I knew eventually she'd stop caring about
Okay, so now I just screwed everything in. I finally finished it. You take the wires from the case and then go ahead and attach them to the motherboard. So I'm going to show you what wire goes to what and how to do it. Let's roll. Okay, so now we're here. So this is the back of the computer. So what we're going to need to do first, all the fans that we installed, let's go ahead and attach them to each other. So some fans don't have this, some fans do. That's why you need to buy a set. If you buy a set, it automatically comes like this. So you just attach the fan to the back of the fan. So follow the wires, make sure you find the fan wires, and then attach them, which is what I'm doing right now. If I can just... Okay, so the first things first. If you find a cord that says power on it. It says power SW, which stands for power switch. Find that. And then go to the bottom of the motherboard and go ahead and just put it in there.
She's not coming back, you know. How do you know?
Once it's on there, you're good to go. Now, the next thing is find the one that says well, not USB, but HD audio, which is for like the headphone jack and stuff like that. So go ahead and find that, and then find a place. It shouldn't be hard to miss. It has like its own little ways on the holes, and you just find out and just like keep trying everything until you find the place where it plugs in. So now, once that's done, grab your graphics card and go ahead and install it in the graphics card slot. And once that's done, go ahead and install your gaming RAM sticks. Let's roll. This right here is where they go. So go ahead and put it in this one. Oh. Make sure they're the right way, because if they're not, you will break them. Be easy with it though. If you're not, then you will break it too. So now what you're going to do is go ahead and grab your power supply. Now, it doesn't depend on if it's a gaming power supply or not. They all do the same thing. They all push the same stuff. Well, they don't all push the same stuff, but you know what I mean. So let's go ahead and grab one. In this case, I'm installing the smart one. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
And I'm Yasmina Reza.
Oh, are you his nightmare?
No, I'm a playwright. I wrote art and God of Carnage. I won a Pulitzer.
You want to say you're great poet average too? Boy, it's just so weird being in a room where every single person in the room is a playwright. Every single one.
It's yours. Right from there. And listen, even the other playwright going out to have drinks with Woody Allen and his daughter.
So now what you're going to want to find is this. Find this cord with all these colors on it, and then find this cord that has this. It like comes apart like that. This stuff. This is the graphics card cord, and then find this. This is what plugs the motherboard into the power supply. And once you do that, take this, which is the hard drive, and put it in the hard drive slot. Plug it into the power supply with the connectors, and then turn on your computer. It should work. Thank you for watching.